It's that time of year, All-Star season. So your next question meshes the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with All-Stars. In the show, Will dreamt about playing one-on-one against which NBA All-Star?
Was it Nick Van Exel, Isaiah?
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lou Williams.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with DJ Augustin. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for the Clippers, Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Beverly. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. It's a 3-point game. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Now here's Leonard. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Leonard against Middleton. Back to Leonard. Down low. Outside for George. 5 on the clock. Stolen by Middleton. And it's the Bucks on the break. Augustine's running. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Leonard inside. Antetokounmpo defending. Leonard, no luck. Fast break, Milwaukee. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. You know how this goes, Clark. Some guys check the standings every morning. Others won't look at it at all. They'll try to avoid it. What was your approach?
Well, you know, we were struggling as a team during my time in the NBA with the Pacers, so I wasn't doing too much standing watching. But for those guys that are thinking about it, it varies. Individuals look at it differently. I would be a guy who wouldn't want to see it all the time. That's like getting on the scale every day. That wouldn't serve me too well.
Now Lopez. Paul George missing from long range. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Nicholas Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Lopez with the block.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Here's George. He's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Williams scanning the floor. Over in the corner, Zubac. 6 to shoot. Back to Williams. That one doesn't drop. The Bucks go the other way with it.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by Milwaukee. Zubac, the pass to Williams. Back to Zubac. Knocks it loose. And here we go, the Bucks running again. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Here's Williams. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
His first make, and, you know, maybe that will get him going.
Here's Milwaukee now. Big stretch here going 10-2. Middleton against Morris. Here's Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists now in this one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's Williams. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. George finds Williams. And here is Morris. Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. And it's George missing. Fast break. Here we go. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Watch out below. When Middleton rises up like that, remarkable at punching it down on him.
And so it's Milwaukee bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball. Yeah.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
We've got Patrick Beverley, Luke Kennard out there with Batum, and there's Jackson, and it's Zubats in at center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Back to Beverley. Outside for Jackson. Kennard against Augustine. Kennard, the pass to Zubats. Back to Kennard. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Clippers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Beverley against Augustine. There's the pass to Forbes. Here's Craig. Pass to Augustine. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum.
You know, Augustine, when he's attacking, playing downhill, trying to score, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense and puts him in a tough spot guarding.
I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Leonard, the pass to Batum. Leonard on the wing. 17 points for him last game against Memphis.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so Beverley will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Outside Leonard. Batum trying to break loose. Leonard, no luck.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Count that bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Kennard finds Beverley. Kennard up top. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And it's Beverly missing. Bucks leading by 11. And it's the Bucks on the break. Portis can't get it to go. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball. And we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you can make a strong case for that. You go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot. I think listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. The Bucks also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Back to Zubac. Lopez with the steal. DiVincenzo with it. George picks him up. It's stolen by Morris. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Morris. Ibaka's got his first bucket of the night.
And the lean frame of Ibaka taking the punishment but still converting the basket. Toughness.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And the rejection by Zubac. 3-on-3. Back to George. Clippers moving the ball around. From past the arc. Connects from 3-point range. George has got it back down to single digits for the Clippers. Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Augustine against Williams. Middleton outside. It's stolen by Morris. Ibaka outside. Morris passes to Zubac. Poked away. In the corner, George with it. Clock at 6. With the floater, here's Zubac. Lopez grabs the board. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the layup's good off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I tell you, it's ridiculous how much space Antetokounmpo covers in just 2 strides.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They lead by 9 points. And that'll...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. DJ Augustine out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at small forward. Leonard against Middleton. And now, here comes Augustine leading the break. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Augustine's running, throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Leonard kicks to Batum. Beverly for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. Drops in the tray. George has got 6 points.
He can certainly stroke it from deep. The three-pointer is not a shot that George is going to pass up.
Middleton for 3. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Augustine's got 4 assists now tonight. Clippers trail by 15. Passes it to Beverly. Augustine with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Jackson, he's checked in for George. And then for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Back to Giannis. Pass to Connaughton. He kicks it to Forbes. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Bucks lead by 17.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Middleton against Leonard. Beverly the pass to Ibaka. Clock at 4. Here's Leonard. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. He has 6.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
It's Portis high post. And that one drops.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
To the paint. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Here is Forbes. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Right side, Portis. And he banks in the layup. Portis has got 4 this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Jackson passes to Leonard. 43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. That 3 off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
That's tipped. In the corner, Middleton with it. Over Leonard. Middleton can't get it to go.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Fires the 3. Leonard, no luck. Gets it off. The shot, no good. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Marcus Morris. Kennard is out there with Williams. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Outside, George. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Now DiVincenzo. And Lopez throws it down.
Putting that stanchion to the test, the big fella, banging it down.
It's Williams with the drive, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
DiVincenzo kicks to Craig. On the wing, Giannis. It's hauled in by Zubats. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Williams passes to Zubats. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's George. Again, Los Angeles. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Kennard. On the wing, Williams. Gets a very good look and converts. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Here's Augustine. Can't cash in from close range.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Milwaukee leading by 13. There's the lob to the hoop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
On the wing, Morris. Zubats kicks to George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Looking to get it going. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Craig passes to DiVincenzo. Now here's Giannis. They get a hand on it. Leonard with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Lob pass to George. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, the high-flying acrobatics of George, something to behold. When he leaves the ground for these alley-oops, you drop your jaw in awe.
Augustine with it. Guarded now by Morris. And to Tacumbo. That was a big one. You could hear it.
And sometimes the silence of a crowd can speak volumes.
George finds Zubats. A 3 from Leonard. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Bucks leading by 13. The 3 for DiVincenzo. They get it back. Giannis on the follow.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bucks.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And you always like to jump on your opponent early in a season series. This is just the first of 3 between these two teams, but a good win to go up 1-0 on the year against Los Angeles.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Lobbed up there for Lopez.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
And Augustine kicks to Craig. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution on.
From deep three-point range, can't get it to fall.
And I tell you what, Beverly is a ferocious defender. I mean, he...
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For
And speaking of All-Star, which city will host the 2021 NBA All-Star Game?
Is it Miami, Atlanta, Orlando, or Oklahoma City?
We're not going, but this city.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players final, and let's...
Kevin, thanks very much.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. DJ Augustin out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. And looking at the Nets, Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. Now here's Jordan. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Drills it from outside. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Harden the pass to Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Well, Jordan's such a great dunker. Some of the jams he has are completely jaw-dropping.
Augustine looking around. The pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here is Augustine. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Harden. 20 points for him last game against Orlando.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one. Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Here's Irving. Out to Harris. 3-pointer. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Irving finds Harden. A 3-ball. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Augustine, that's good.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Harden against Augustine. Jordan trying to free himself up. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 5.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Green comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Brown in for Harris. The Bucks also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for the Nets. Andrew Shamet comes in for James Harden. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Now, here's Shamet, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. It's Durant with the drive.
Well, long legs of Kevin Durant. They're galloping down the lane. I don't know how you catch up there.
Bucks trail by 7. Giannis kicks to Connaughton. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Green finds KD. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
And that one's good, Shamet.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Bucks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here is Forbes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Seven seconds left in the first. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times, the D has no choice but to foul him.
That one misses. It's Brown on the wing. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. They're scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. It's the Nets. They're up by 7. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, Portis is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Craig in at the 3. KD against Antetokounmpo. Durant dishes to Green. And it's the Bucks on the break. And he lobs it up toward the rim, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's KD, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Well, that's a smart shot by KD. Sizes up the D and then just cashes in.
Here's Forbes. Oh, trying for it, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Durant. And then for Milwaukee, Lopez, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Shamet the pass to Green. His three-pointer's off the mark. Bucks trail by 5. Pass to Forbes. Portis against Green. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Luwawu. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Craig pulls it in.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And now we've got the intentional foul. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden. I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Nets leading by 7. And here's Harden. He's got 5. From 15 feet away. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
Here's Lopez. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. The Nets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Brown kicks to Harris. Kicks it out to Harden. Goes back up, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Milwaukee. 11-point game. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
You want to respond in kind, but that last game, it was an effort that most of the time can get you a win. You ran into a tough opponent who was playing at a high level.
Now Jordan. James Harden missing on the 3. Passes to Jordan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, the D cannot handle DJ right now. A gigantic guy on the inside who's going to get those calls most of the time.
Irving's checked in for the Nets. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Torrey Craig. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Augustine. Now here's DiVincenzo. He picked up 24 points in their last one against New Orleans.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
4 on the shot clock. And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. Shoots over Brown. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Brooklyn making some changes. Durant comes in for Joe Harris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Brown. And the Nets with possession. Big stretch here going 10-2. And stolen by DiVincenzo. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Giannis outside.
Right here.
Shamet with the steal. Durant against Giannis. Right side Irving. Left side Durant. All alone. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Good on the shot.
Can't drift back on Kyrie Irving when he's...
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 11. And over to Shaq. Thanks for joining.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Irving. Durant is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Chioza in at the 2.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Harden. From deep. Hits it from three-point range. Harden's got the lead up to 14 now for Brooklyn.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Chioza. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Back to Jordan. 6 to shoot. Irving from long range. That one's not going to go. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those.
Oh, jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
We have a lot of great jumpers in the league, but DJ makes a statement every time. Elbows above the rim that time.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket for Middleton. Irving against Augustine. Irving passes to Harden. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Bucks trail by 10. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. Bucks passing it around. Antetokounmpo against KD. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Here's Augustine. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Brooklyn leading by 10. From deep, Harden. He can't get that one to fall. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Well, the arms of DeAndre Jordan are like a horizon line. They go on forever, which allows him to send those shots back.
So for the Nets, Jeff Green is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Bruce Brown comes in for Kevin Durant. And Joe Harris is subbed in for James Harden. Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Nets making a switch here. Luwawu is checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Donaton's checked in. Drills the three-pointer.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Portis, the pass to Giannis. And stolen by Harris. In transition, here come the Nets. Green leading the charge. The pass to Brown. Back to Harris. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
And it's Middleton penetrating. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Portis.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Harris outside. Irving surveying the floor. Harris no good. Bucks trail by 11. The shot by Middleton, wide open. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Middleton's got 5 points now this quarter. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Irving. The rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. It's the Nets now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to Perry. Back to Irving. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. Back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. Here's Giannis. Here's Forbes. Can't hit from in close.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Stolen by Middleton. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Brooklyn the foul.
It's interesting as Giannis has grown in this league. The Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And then for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Harden against Augustine. 18 feet out. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Nets leading by 5. Durant with it. Outside Irving. From outside the arc. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And stolen by Jordan. Irving drives in. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 4 assists in the game.
Feel like the jump ball triggered Kyrie Irving. He's been on it with tremendous effort from the beginning.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Augustine against Harden. Stolen by Middleton. And here comes Augustine leading the fast break. Back to Middleton. From the arc. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got his 5th rebound in this one. The Nets working the ball around now. Harris outside. Back to Durant. Outside for Jordan. And here's Harden for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
In the corner, it's Harris. He gets that one.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Middleton against Harris. Middleton can't get it to go.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Irving finds Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. It's tipped. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now an 11-point Brooklyn lead.
KD gets down into the block and little shoulder shimmy and moves away from the defense. No way to get to that shooting window.
1:25 left in the fourth. The three from Harden. Milwaukee with the rebound.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting him rip.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Harden. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Nets.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jordan.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Jacks up a 3, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Augustine passes to Middleton. And they get it. Fires the 3. And again, the Bucks miss. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they enter the building. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. DJ Augustin out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Gasol at the 5 down low.
And see, Webb, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, GA. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. Tries to do more with less touches now. And that's the mindset you need to have playing with stars going for a championship.
And here's Los Angeles. Here's Schroeder. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Tremendous adjustment in midair. Hard to stay focused on the hoop when you got to do that.
Middleton dishes to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it's pretty clear that Adam Silver would like to implement, Chris, a mid-season tournament. What do you think would motivate teams for something like that?
Man, it depends, Kevin. It could be money, or it could make the games count extra, or different seeding or position of seeding in the playoffs. These days, I guess it wouldn't hurt to try.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Augustine. Forbes, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
Now here's Schroeder. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Harrell against Lopez. Here's Forbes. And it's off from three-point range.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
On the wing, James. Defended by DiVincenzo. And Harrell slams it in.
An elite passer at his position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
For Milwaukee, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Middleton. And the shot is long.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Dennis Schroeder. He's putting up about 14 points tonight, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And it's out of bounds. Well, they say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You take a look at Los Angeles. Season well underway, and they've been solid in 3rd right now.
You know, for Los Angeles, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
You know, that's the mindset you have to have. They know if they can get to the playoffs, they have the talent to do some real damage.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast. And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They trail by 1. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played.
You can't give James a lane to the basket. He's exceptionally quick at attacking on the drive.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Connaughton. 8 points his last outing. Giannis kicks to Craig. Back to Giannis. 4 on the clock. Puts up a 3. Morris with the rebound.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Look at Morris break down the defense on this play. If they leave one of his guys open, he's going to get it to him fast.
Here's Connaughton after the basket by the Lakers. It's stolen by Morris. Now the Lakers on the break. James with the ball. Oh, wow!
Nice! And James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
Craig passes to Connaughton, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 19-point game against Utah. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And James throws it down hard.
And you think of all the different images in your mind over the years of James attacking the rim.
And Portis throws it down.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
The drive by LeBron. And LeBron throws it down.
Coming off the screen, LeBron showing the poise. He runs this play time and time again.
Giannis, that's a 2-pointer. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports Cup.
Nothing more important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Morris. Also, Marc Gasol is out there. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Morris has got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers.
Wow. Morris is a physical guy, solid at staying active on the boards and gobbling up these rebounds.
All alone. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Connaughton passes to Portis. Passes it to Morris. Lakers working the ball around now. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Caruso, no good. Bucks trail by 7. Here's Portis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
Plays with so much passion. Love how effective Portis is at drawing fouls.
Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. The drive by Schroeder. Gasol. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chip. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one falls for Marc Gasol. And so Marc Gasol nails both of them. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Augustine. Floats it up for Giannis. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. The shot will not fall. Bucks trail by 5. And it's Middleton penetrating. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And we all know about Middleton's shooting ability, but don't underestimate his explosiveness at the rim.
Here's Schroeder. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
The Lakers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Bucks. Kicks it down to Middleton. Launches a 3. That shot is off. And the Lakers going the other way now. At the elbow, it's Gasol. Pass to Harrell. Here's Schroeder. Caldwell Pope against DiVincenzo. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And the versatility of Caldwell Pope, not just the scorer from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
Gasol with the steal. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. Lays it in off the breakaway. And it's a 10-point Laker lead.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
I mean, it all starts from the defensive end. When you're active and willing to gamble a little bit, the payoff can be big.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Misses the three. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Pelicans.
Look, when someone's open, Lopez will find him, using his height to see over the defense.
Lakers leading by 8. Now here's Schroeder. He's got 7. Makes it off the glass. Schroeder's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And his shot, I mean, has come around. I mean, for most of the first quarter, it looked like he might be in for a long night.
And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Augustine. Augustine's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
To the left wing, back to Schroeder. Caldwell Pope outside. That 3 off the mark. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in the driver's seat. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. You knew when the Lakers landed Davis, this team would be a force. Shaq, is this Davis's team now, or is it still? And that's a wrap. With
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Forbes in at the 1 spot.
Look, I love to see more of this for Lopez. He has the size to be a force on the glass.
Schroeder passes to Gasol. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered closely. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Bucks trail by 8. The pass to Giannis. He feeds it to Lopez. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Lopez has got 8 points.
But outstanding focus from the big man. Lopez, he's accepting the punishment, but muscling through.
Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. James in the post. Defended by Middleton. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, GA. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kuzma can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 6. Middleton with it. He's picked up by James. Here's DiVincenzo. Lopez, no luck.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Puts it up. And the Lakers with another miss.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now James, 10 points for him. Shot clock at 6. And James throws it down.
James is just remarkable, showing no remorse when he's attacking the rim.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. 6-point game. Forbes the pass to Giannis. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Passes it to Horton Tucker. James outside from deep three-point range. The rebound by the Bucks.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Pulls up on the wing. Another miss by James.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Lopez kicks to Forbes. 1:41 left to play in the third. Rebound the Lakers. Morris has got his 4th rebound in this one. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Giannis. And good that time. And that's 13 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Pass to Caruso. The drive by James. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Defensively, I know we say it every game. You have to try to make someone other than LeBron beat you. Easier said than done.
Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Antetokounmpo inside. He's against Kuzma.
When Lopez plays hard inside, the defense has to act. You love when he's intense.
The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Bryn Forbes. And James throws it down hard.
And if you're the defense, what can you do? James is too strong, too focused on these finishes.
Craig passes to Lopez. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
On the wing, James. 16 points for him. All sorts of time. But they get it back. Kicks it out to Schroeder. He gets it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. We've got more in store for you right after this. Let's listen in.
Let's be the one that just plays harder.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Harrell is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard. That's the Laker 5. Tries again. It's rebounded by Portis. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul. The Bucks trail. Here's Connaughton. Pass to Portis. And a missed layup. And Los Angeles guys shooting here about 46% for the game. And James throws it down hard.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And James pulls it down. Lakers leading by 4. Here's Schroeder. Offensive rebound. Harrell. It's good.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
Augustine passes to Lopez. Basket counts. 14 points for Brook Lopez.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's LeBron. That one goes in. LeBron's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The biggest fear any opponent has, I mean, watching LeBron go to work inside, I mean, you know what the results are going to be.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Torrey Craig. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Evan will see if they can make that adjustment.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by Caldwell Pope. And the Lakers lead by 7. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Forbes the pass to Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
He's playing lights out right now. I mean, inspired basketball in the second half.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And LeBron throws it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. And stolen by LeBron. And there's the pass to Harrell. Middleton against James. And the dunk by James.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys. And it was the same exact story last time out.
Here's Lopez. The Lakers with the rebound. Harrell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. DJ Augustine's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
For all those people waiting for LeBron to start showing his age, you might not want to start holding your breath. This man's got a lot of time left in this league.
And the Bucks miss again. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Tipped away. Augustine with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it. The fast break chance. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Schroeder finds James. Now here's Harrell. Lopez covering. Harrell, that's good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself.
Passes to James. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Caldwell Pope outside. Just 5 to shoot. There's the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers.
they made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
And that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
The tray. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
Tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time, you can hop into my team in NBA 2K21 and use Streamcast to catch all.
And how about the Bucks, who are showing calm as they come down the tunnel? A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lou Williams.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And the Clippers starting five. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum, and it's Ibaka in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Forbes in at the 5. Greg, a game like this, two offensive juggernauts going head-to-head. I mean, we're buckled in, ready to go.
I mean, listen, the rules favor offense in today's game. That's why league-wide scoring is on the rise. And I would expect we're going to see a bucket or two put forth tonight, Kevin.
No doubt. Pass to DiVincenzo. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles for the finish. And it's George missing. Middleton with it. Leonard picks him up. And to Tacumbo. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game. And They didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
Shot clock at 3. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist from Ibaka. Leonard's got 5.
This is what you want to do on the offensive end. Get Kawhi looks in the paint. Rely on him to make a play.
DiVincenzo kicks to Forbes. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
George passes to Leonard. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him. And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael.
Oh!
Wow! I can't believe that one.
That was incredible.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Middleton against Leonard. And he drops it in from the low post. He's got 7. Bucks trail by 5. Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Jackson, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverley. And George, here we go. High post, Zubac from downtown. Doesn't go for him. And Milwaukee will come the other way. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Pass to Connaughton. The 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Zubac against Portis. Zubac, that's good. Bucks trail by 4. There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Connaughton. A beautiful reverse layup. Connaughton's got 5 points so far.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And yes, it's good.
And give Sweet Luke credit. Turns down his own shot because his teammate has a better one.
Zubac against Augustine.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Williams against Augustine. And the rejection by Giannis. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Augustine passes to Giannis.
And when Morris is playing with intensity like this, his defense can really shine through.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers lead.
In the gym trying to work my free throw.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here. playing with good focus and good energy.
Portis is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's DJ Augustine, and it's Connaughton in at the two spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Just 5 on the clock, and that one drops for him. Morris has got his first points of the game.
That's how you run pick and roll. Kennard's a smart player who's gotten better at creating for others.
On the wing, Giannis. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. Clippers leading by 4. And it's the Bucks ball, and this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
And we will see if they can do it again this year. Not a simple task by any stretch.
A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Reggie Jackson. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Leonard with the bucket.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Pass to Middleton. Down low, here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
It really helps their team so much when Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
Left side, Batum. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Kennard for 3. And that one is off. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And now, here comes Augustine leading the break. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's DiVincenzo. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Augustine dishes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Augustine. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. The pass to DiVincenzo. Augustine against Beverley. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine. And a switch here also for the Clippers. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. Ibaka, no luck. The Bucks trail. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Leonard. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverley. And here's George for 3. It's rebounded by Portis. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Jackson against Middleton. Passes it to Craig to the wing on the left. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul. Here's Williams. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Because of his size, everyone tries to get physical with Lou, but he pays it no mind.
Here's Forbes. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Jackson. Portis can't get it to go. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Jackson's got the ball. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top, up by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. And you think about how Kawhi Leonard is able to dominate from the position at both ends of the floor. And that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
So for the Clippers right now, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by 4. Feeds it to Ibaka. Outside Leonard. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Pass to Beverley. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And George kicks to Beverley. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Oh, Middleton in position. And here are the Clippers now. A 2-point game. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That will be the 3rd of this 6-game road trip. Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Leonard.
This is the kind of physical play we saw from Ibaka early in his career. We're seeing it again now.
Lopez passes to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Leonard kicks to George. Hits the 3-point bomb. George has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Lopez. Knocked away. Beverley against DiVincenzo. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. DJ Augustine's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And then for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Batum. Morris comes in for Leonard. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Back to George. Clock at 6. Williams scanning the floor. Bucks trail by 5. Here's Augustine. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Augustine's got 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Williams kicks to Ibaka. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Lobbed up there for Lopez. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, who's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. The shot by George, wide open. Good on the triple. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
There's the pass to Craig. Here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. In the corner, George with it. They get the rebound. Zubats. Williams passes to George. Back to Williams. Takes a 3. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. Bucks trail by 4. Now Augustine. He's got 6. Here's Portis. Good work defensively by Ibaka. The Clippers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Williams in the post, guarded by Augustine. Williams kicks to Zubats. From deep, George. That doesn't go either for George.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
And they pick up 2. Portis has got his first points in this one.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Williams passes to George. George missing again.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Clippers lead by 2. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Just keep grinding. Keep getting stuff. The offensive.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Bucks trail. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. They've got Portis. Also Brook Lopez out there. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
I will say I like the aggressiveness, but you hurt your team making poor decisions, and that was one of them. Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Clippers shooting for the game at 42%. George with the bounce pass. Leonard kicks to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists tonight.
Tell you what, I love that he didn't get rattled after being blanked in the first half. His shot has been absolute money since then.
Lopez passes to Forbes. Here's Connaughton. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Beverly. Clippers leading by 5. And Leonard has it in the corner. In the corner, George with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leonard inside. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Portis kicks to Connaughton. Back to Portis. Over George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Bobby Portis doesn't mind a physical game. He takes it, and he dishes it out.
The Bucks making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. There's the dish to Ibaka. DiVincenzo against George. The 3 from Leonard. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They can't be afraid to keep pushing the basketball in transition because in the half-court set, they're struggling a little bit.
Beverly finds Leonard. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. To the inside. Lopez with the steal. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Portis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on George.
Speaking of Bobby Portis, he's going to fight. He's going to scrap. He's going to give you maximum effort every night.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. On the wing, George. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Leonard attacking. It's Ibaka. That time on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game. And the Bucks with possession. They trail by 1. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. There's 1:40 left in the fourth. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Middleton against Leonard. Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
And it's easy to see why Lopez is out here in these moments, never afraid to take a big shot.
Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Money!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
George dishes to Beverly. He's looking for Middleton and finds him. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo. Yes!
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
You know what? They're focused right now. Every possession has to yield points.
And Batum kicks to George. And a miss there on the triple. On offense here, the Bucks. Passes it to Portis. Middleton on the wing, defended by George. Outside, Antetokounmpo. A three for DiVincenzo. Basket good. Now it's a 5-point Bucks lead, and so the Bucks take the win. They didn't make it easy. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
In the neighborhood, you've come to the right place. This weekend, you'll have 4 chances to check out Gold Rush. All VC 1 and ante up will be used as your score, and prizes include exclusive Gold Rush clothing.
And just about to get underway as the starting 5. It's Friday night, and here are the starters for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Harris. And it's Harden in at the point. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. DJ Augustine out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Now, here is Harden. He feeds it to Jordan. Durant wide open. He fires. No good from outside. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Now here is Augustine. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
Now Kevin Durant. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And again, it's the Nets missing. And the Bucks with possession. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Now here's Durant following the miss by Brook Lopez. The kick out to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's Harden. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, I tell you, it's a treat watching Harden play. I mean, he's so fluid in his shooting form, but he's also sensational driving inside and a capable passer as well. This guy's got it all.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Now here is Augustine. And here at the midway point of the year, lots of guys banged up, Clark. Is it hard to decide when to play through and then maybe not to play, when to sit.
Yeah, you know, that's a good question, Kevin. And a lot of times it's about pain tolerance, the severity of the injury. Is it something that you can play with that won't linger on and you don't have the possibility of further injury? Those are the factors that go into playing hurt or playing in pain. Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
They are over.
Oh, the power on that Pruden.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Now here's Harden. 20 points for him last game against Orlando. Right side, Irving. He hits it from 9.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Now the pass to Middleton. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Inside, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Nets trail by 4. Harden outside. Now the dish to Jordan. Harris drives in. Jordan the pass to Irving. From outside, off the mark. Milwaukee leading by 4.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Augustine with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Here is Forbes. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Takes the turnaround J. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Nets trail by 5. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Forbes, and he drops in the layup off the glass. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Irving. Outside Green. To the middle, Jordan. Out to Harris. Just 3 to shoot. Offline with his 3. That will count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks lead. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So for Brooklyn now, Johnson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Luwawu in at the 3 spot. Nets trail by 5. Green, the pass to Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up. Irving, good.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Portis can't get it to go.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Irving dishes to Green. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Green with the ball. And Luwawu gets it to go.
just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Connaughton passes to Portis. Got a piece of it. Out left to the wing. Here's Forbes. A putback and Antetokounmpo on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Hey, offensive rebounding. Positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power. Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now, here is Irving. In the game against Orlando, very impressive.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
And stolen by Irving. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Johnson.
Everyone on D looks a step slow in transition as they keep getting beat down the floor.
Here's Giannis. Coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans.
And Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, showing again how committed he is when he takes that ball inside off the drop.
Now, here is Irving. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 8 points for him. Shot clock at 6. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Portis can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Jordan. Johnson's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nets. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. It's tipped. In transition, here come the Nets. Pass to Luau. And Green launches it from deep. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. And a new group in for the Nets. Durant's checked in for Green. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Landry Shamit's checked in for Irving. And James Harden has subbed in for Tyler Johnson. Here is Harden following the basket by Giannis. Harden with it. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game.
And you know, Harden's a high percentage shooter from mid-range. If you don't close fast on him, he'll burn you.
Back to DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. DiVincenzo's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And here's Harden. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the half. From 15 feet away. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 1.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. And it's blocked by Jordan. Here's Harris. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. And as great as James Harden has been, and that should...
And And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with DJ Augustin. And it's Lopez in at the 5, patrolling the paint. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Now here's Durant following the miss by Brook Lopez. Off target from outside. Oh, here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back. Finished off the break. Antetokounmpo's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Bucks.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
They get a hand on it. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future. I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Back to KD. To the inside, Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Middleton. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game.
Nice pass right there, and the 7-footer Lopez getting off the floor to punch it down.
Here's Green. They trail by 1. To the paint. And Harden with the basket on the assist from Green. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
And the Nets with possession here after the basket by Milwaukee. KD passes to Green. Outside for KD. Off target with his 3.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And, you know, Harden has that quick first step. Once he sees a lane to the rim, he's going to take it.
Augustine passes to DiVincenzo. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Tries yet again. The rebound by the Nets.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine. And the Nets making a change here as well. Irving's checked in. Here is Forbes. Down low. And Portis throws it down.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Irving dishes to Green. Pass to Brown. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the third. Now, here is Irving. Guarded closely. Forbes with the rebound. The Bucks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Connaughton. Off target from three-point range. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. A 2-point game. Second chance shot. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Here is Forbes. From the arc. And the three ball is good. Forbes has got 5 now.
You know, that's really the biggest reason Forbes is out there, guys. Find space on the perimeter and knock down the three-point shot.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bucks lead by 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Brooklyn trailing. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Nets. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Harris. And it's Luwawu in at the small forward. Net shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Lobs it up for Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. The shot's good from Forbes.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Now, here is Irving. Stolen away. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Harden. And the shot is good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Nets trail by 4. Harden scanning the floor. And Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shot's good by Middleton.
Rhythm and timing so important in the game of hoop. Middleton using both on that pull-up jumper.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And the Bucks with some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Bryn Forbes. And a change for the Nets. KD's checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot. The drive by KD uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, the defense just can't stop Durant's drive. I mean, he's got that alchemy of agility and power. He's hard to shut down.
Now here is Augustine. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Augustine finds Lopez, and he comes up with the deuce. Lopez has got the lead back up to 9 now for the Bucks.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Augustine against Harden. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
I think Middleton wants to send a message with his dunk. I mean, when he's sprinting to the hole like that, you need to just get out of the way.
Now here's Durant. Out to Harris. A 3 ball. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
Really amazing. Absolutely astonishing how accomplished Antetokounmpo is on defense. I mean, he's disruptive wherever he is on the floor defensively.
Now here's Irving. Here's KD. Again, the Nets for 2.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Bucks leading by 9. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter of this one. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Back to Augustine. Clock at 6. To the inside from 11 feet away. Offensive rebound, Lopez. And there it is for him. Lopez has got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Bucks.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
Boy, I tell you, look at these teams. They're very evenly matched. This could be one of the better in-conference battles we see this season.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And Durant sends it back.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at block.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
2K here.
And I'm Alexis Morgan. This is a 2K TV interactive special, so get your trivia hats on and get ready to earn some extra VC.
Are you ready? Let's get started. This episode of 2K TV Interactive.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the football. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Gasol with the pivots manning the middle. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. DJ Augustin out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Schroeder. Gasol kicks to Kuzma. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Giannis. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision-making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Schroeder. He's explosive, and he's good at finding his way to the line because he uses that quickness well.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Forbes checked in. We're about 1 minute into the first. Gasol against Lopez. Giannis up top. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
Now here's Schroeder. LeBron outside. At the elbow, it's Gasol. 5 to shoot. James. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there. A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Los Angeles with another miss.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself. Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
They get it back. Right wing. Here's Forbes. He goes up again. Lopez passes to Forbes. No good on the 3. The Lakers have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Snatched up. Here's James. Lays it up off the glass.
And just such a physical force. LeBron James, sensational at reading the play and using his size to get possession.
Here is Forbes. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Milwaukee. Portis is checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
Here's Caruso after the basket by Milwaukee. Harrell kicks to Caruso. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. DJ Augustin's checked in for Milwaukee. Over to the wing. Rebound the Lakers. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with a win.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish, coming in.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Marcus All is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Here's Horton Tucker. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Giannis against Morris. And it's Giannis missing.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
Augustine looking around. Left side out of the Kumbo. That one a little long. Lakers trail by 4. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Caruso's got 6 points. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
It looked like the directive in that game was that they wanted to attack, and all that work that they put in on the perimeter turned into a big night from deep.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that does it for the first quarter. The Bucks on top, up by 5. And the second. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, we've got Dennis Schroeder. Harrell is out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3. It's Schroeder with the drive. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Whenever Schroeder sees a hole in the defense, he is ferocious in how he exploits it.
Passes it to Connaughton. Now here's Lopez. Morris with the rebound. Lakers trail by 5. Here's Schroeder. Up and in on the layup. Schroeder's got 4 points in the quarter.
Schroeder, one of those guys who likes to change speeds on the floor and uses it to great effectiveness.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. James checked in for Los Angeles. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And the wide open shot from Morris. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Middleton. Softly drops in the floater.
Ooh, the soft floater from Chris Middleton guiding that one over the defense.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 6. Good D by Lopez.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
The Bucks working the ball around. Augustine passes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Schroeder outside. Here's Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's James. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
The drive by Schroeder. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Bucks leading by 3. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year. You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Lakers trail by 7. Stolen by Middleton. Now the Bucks moving it up. Middleton leading the charge.
Well, these blocks by Schroeder has got to get his teammates going. They're more rare than they are commonplace, but Schroeder getting in there with good hands.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Giannis, he's checked in for Portis, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine. Here's Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Lopez has got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here's LeBron. Banked in off the glass. And that's now 6 points for LeBron.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
And he makes that one. And the Bucks lead by 9.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Stolen by Middleton. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And Forbes kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to Forbes. Middleton outside. DiVincenzo against Caldwell Pope. Pass to Forbes. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo swings it in.
Well, sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Schroeder, and the layup's good off the glass. Schroeder's got 8 here in the quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Middleton, and James pulls it down. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Schroeder leading the charge.
Well, a versatile attack and a change of speed guard. Once Schroeder gets things going, the opposition could be in for a long night.
And so it's Milwaukee bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruise. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At one stretch in the opening period, they... Thanks for joining.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. DJ Augustine out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Augustine. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Deflects the pass. And the pass to Giannis. Now Lopez, defended by Gasol. Back to Forbes. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Caruso's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. They've led by as many as 11 points. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
James looking it over. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. 2 points, that one goes. Now it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Kuzma, good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Forbes dishes to Lopez. Back to Forbes. This one for 3. A rebound by the Lakers. James has got 5 rebounds tonight, and he's going up for the alley-oop.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
DiVincenzo against Caldwell Pope. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig. What a jam!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
Here's Craig. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Craig tipped back in for 2.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. James, the pass to Harrell. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Harrell's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Now DiVincenzo. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Fast break, the Lakers. LeBron leading the charge. That one is no good. He is 6 for 11 in the game. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him. DJ Augustine's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Lakers also making a change. Schroeder's checked in. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Schroeder. Here's Connaughton. Lays it up and banks it in. Connaughton's got 7.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Here's Schroeder. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
He's such a strong offensive player. Schroeder is capable of knocking down some mid-range shots if you give him some room.
3-pointer Augustine. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Forbes checked in. Both free throws good from Augustine.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Schroeder. Tips it. Harrell on the follow. Harrell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
It just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
Harrell, that's good.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Forbes. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the NBA replays.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Bucks lead by 3. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Kyle Kuzma. Morris is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Horton Tucker in at the shooting guard. The Bucks making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Marc Gasol is checked in for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Markieff Morris. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Lakers trail by 3. Schroeder with the ball. Lopez with the block.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
Augustine, that's good.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
The drive by Schroeder. Rebounded by the Bucks. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Forbes kicks to Middleton. Augustine passes to Lopez. Back to Augustine. He can't hit that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds. Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Giannis, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. James is checked in. Forbes dishes to Giannis. Lopez kicks to Forbes. Three-pointer. And it's Gasol with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Milwaukee making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Here's LeBron. The rebound by Middleton. Milwaukee leading by 5. Augustine with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one. Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's Schroeder. Pass to Kuzma. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 5 assists tonight.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. And the Bucks lead by 7.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
James, and he elevates with a slam dunk, and Brook Lopez did not like that.
Look, give LeBron the ball and get out of the way. LBJ again.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Milwaukee. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. But they'll get another chance.
Yeah, I don't know how you block that shot as Giannis had tight D on him. I mean, they weren't even close. So Antetokounmpo's release point almost in the rafters.
Schroeder, right side. Gasol inside. Lopez covering. Inside. And stolen by James. To the middle. And finished off by Gasol.
That's a polished veteran who has just about seen it all. Gasol's able to keep his composure in these big moments.
We've got 1:08 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Augustine. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's James. Great D that time from Middleton. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
LeBron against Middleton. LeBron passes to Kuzma. Here's Schroeder. And the three off target. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Augustine finds DiVincenzo. Here's the lob at Antetokounmpo. That shot no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And here's James outside. Unable to get that one. And so the Bucks take the win. It was, thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.